Hey everybody, it's June 29th, 2025. This is the Daily Truth by the Institute for Common Power for today. We're doing these daily for 2 months because if we in this organization can't tell the truth in education and about democracy, then we got no shot. We got no chance. Today's Daily Truth is about a speech that President Harry Truman delivered to the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People on June 29th, 1947. The NAACP, the earliest of the great civil rights organizations in this country, the ones that have truly sustained all the way through to today, was founded in 1909. And President Truman in 1947 was the first president to address the NAACP at their national convention. So it took 40 years for a president of the United States to come and speak to them. And he met with them. It was in Washington, D.C. on June 29th, 1947, the 38th annual conference. And he opened up by saying, I should like to talk to you briefly about civil rights and human freedom. It is my deep conviction that we have matched a turning point in the long history of our country's efforts to guarantee a freedom and equality to all our citizens. Recent events in the United States and abroad have made us realize that it is more important today than ever before to ensure that all Americans enjoy these rights. And when I say all Americans, I mean all Americans. That's how he opens his speech. I mean, we could be writing this today. If we had a president who would have the leadership and the guts and the courage to say this kind of thing today, maybe that president would do that. Harry Truman speaks to them, talks about the importance of equality and opportunity and freedom and justice. And then he concludes with a set of words. He invokes Abraham Lincoln, talks about these great documents in American history that have driven who we are, the Declaration of Independence, the Bill of Rights, the Emancipation Proclamation. And he says this, the way ahead is not easy. We shall need all the wisdom, imagination, and courage that we can muster. We must and shall guarantee the civil rights of all our citizens. Never before has the need been so urgent for skillful and vigorous action to bring us closer to our ideal. He's right. We needed it then, we need it now. It was less than 1 year later after this that Harry Truman put his actions where his words were. He led the integration, the desegregation of the U.S. Armed Forces. In 1948, he set about a task force and then to study this, and then he integrated them in the summer of 1948. It led to Southern Democrats walking out of the Democratic National Convention, refusing to support this. So Truman issued the words that I just read. He delivered those in 1947 before he did that. And that is often the case in the fight for equality and justice. Words come before actions because words are vital to actions and they help us to figure things out and to convince ourselves and others of the actions we must take. They're also easier, although easy isn't really the right word, easier than actions. But we know this for sure at the Institute. Words must be accompanied by actions. And that's what our daily truth shows us. Truman made it happen in 1947 and 1948. We too can do this today. I'm going to read his words again. Never before has the need been so urgent for skillful and vigorous action to bring us closer to our ideal. Let's tell the truth, people. Let's tell the truth about who we are, how we got here, and how we can go forward. That's our daily truth for today. Thanks.